Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. And this again is the end of the month. Donations and purchases. Or purchases and donations, whichever way I look at it. Not a great deal, so it's not a very massive long video this week. So there you go. I was planning on making a channel announcement today, but to be honest with you, I want to do a face-to-face with you, but I'm not feeling so great today, to be honest with you. I've got a few I've got an infection behind my ear at the moment. It's I look like big ears. I call it big ear syndrome. So I'm on the I'm starting taking tablets. So when that's calmed down a bit, I'll do a face to face and I'll do a I'll have a chat with you. Okay. Right. So let's get on with this then. I'm going to get all the stuff off the bench and let's get started. Okay. Here we go. Right, this is what I've purchased this month. We'll just go through. I did a couple of job lots. This is one of them. I'll get them all out. There you go. Yeah. So let's have a look one at a time. This is the old Dinky Foden, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I'll just draw out a minute. Yeah, that's easier. A bit of light on it as well. Yeah, I got this in a job lot. That tire's a bit melted on there. It doesn't appear to be leaning back, the cab, so that's good condition. It's the Mark II. Yeah, so that's pretty good. All round condition. It's got the screw in the back there. It's got the tire holder on the bottom there, which is good. I've got the tow hook in the green and red. Quite a nice colour, that green and red. I might keep to that. It's a bit wavy down the side of some of these. Getting was tapping out. So that was the first one in the job lot, and then it came with a trailer there, which is like so in the green. That's a bit bent up, but it won't fit under the hook because the hook's bent up. But there's the trailer for it. So we'll do those together and put a load in, both of those. And there was a third trailer, this one, which is a bit more dilapidated. But it's a different colour to these two, so there you go, that's that one. Both Dinkies. So that was that trailer, those trailers. That's balanced on there well, isn't it? And then there was this hand cart. I've been after one of these for a while. This little hand cart. That's what drew my attention to it, actually. Dinky Toys. The hand cart in the green and yellow. That's a bit bent, wants straightening out. Yeah, that goes along with the other things they did, like station equipment and stuff like this. So I'll have some tyres on that. I would say, let's have a look, I'll probably put 15s on here. Some 15 smooths or something on there. So that was that one in there. So they were nice. There. And then the last one, the little job lot, was this. Nice little racer, this one. It's the old Dinky Toys racer. Auto Union. So we're going to do this one. This would be a nice one to do, actually. This one. I might get done sooner than later, this one. For reasons what will appear apparent later on when I do the chat. Yeah, so that's nice. A lot of that's complete. Nothing's broken on it. It's got these on it still. The unit is in place there. Pinched axle. Yeah, so that's good. I like that one. Auto Union. Right, just while they're there, before I go on to the next job lot, I'd like to mention Kenneth, if you're listening, Kenneth, over there in Stoke. We spoke on the phone last week and you were asking me about the Matchbox crane truck. I have emailed back the email that you gave me, but I've had no response. So I know it's not your proper email address. So if you're watching this, contact me and give me your address and I'll send that onto you. So Kenneth, if you're watching, from Stoke, Ken from Stoke, yeah. Right, and the other thing is, I'd just like to give a shout out to a channel I've just recently been watching. Now, I didn't realise the guy, Paul, his name is, was a subscriber of mine, of the channel. And he's over there in Australia, just outside Melbourne, Paul. And his channel name is Matchbox Mystery Tour. So that's Matchbox Mystery Tour. And he's been going, he's done about 100 odd videos. And he is basically a collector with hoping to do some restoring. And he's got some good videos up of his collection. Some really nice stuff in his collection. A lot of good play worn stuff. And that one that piqued my interest was he got a big tub of catalogues and magazines going back a long time. And there was some really nice stuff in there. So if you want to watch, pop over and see Paul over at Matchbox Mystery Tour. I think he's started collecting in 2014. So he says in his description. So yeah, give it a watch. Give it a watch, please. Go and see him. Right, that's this one out of the way. I'll put these over there in the box. Yeah, it's going to be quite a quick one this week. As I say, I haven't bought that much, and I'm feeling a bit rubbish at the minute because of this ear infection. It's not inner ear; it's at the back of my ear. So I'm a bit in pain. I've been to the doctors and I've got some antibiotics, so we'll see how it goes on. Right, this little job lot I picked up. Let's go through it. This one here. It's got the back door on it. This is the International Trucks of the World. Long distance refrigeration truck. This one. There you go. Look at that. All in original condition. Got both wheels on it. Can't remember if this is a budgie or a crescent. I think it might be a budgie, or it might even be a Lone Star. I can't remember now. You get so many come through, I can't remember them all. It does click on there. I had it clicked on earlier on. It's at a funny angle, that one. Goes off that way. It's got both pins on there, so that's always good. So I'll get that on there. There you go. That's on. There you go. So that'd be a nice one to do up. You could leave it. I suppose it's in pretty good condition. But I think this, yeah, something's missing from, there's a pin or something missing from there. What holds it in, so that's loose. Yeah, there's a pin like that there is missing on this side. So we can do something with that. So that was the first one in the box. And there was this guy, Warrior. It was obviously either front of a transporter or something. This is Matchbox series, king size. Yeah. So that's nice. That one. Do something with that. And this was in there. This old Matchbox Lesney refrigeration truck, as always, with the door missing. A bit mucky. But I basically picked it up for this big container here. Got another one of these. I've done one on the channel already, but these are always nice to have. That one. And I like this one as well, the old Wigwam. This is a Corgi Juniors, the Wigwam van. Wigwam camper van. Yeah. I was looking at these side windows. I never had one of them. I was looking at these side windows here. And that little click thing there. And I was wondering whether the roof popped up, but I don't think it does because it looks like it's recessed around there until I take it apart. But I like it. It's got a little checker plate on the table. Look, a couple of magazines. Yeah. Yeah. I quite like that. I think we can do that in a different colour than the blue. Yeah. That's nice, that. I know next year on the Diecast and Scale Models community, one of the challenges of the month is making is doing a Jerry Anderson lookalike vehicle. Basically getting a vehicle and make it look like a Jerry Anderson style. And I think that fits the bill with that front on there like that. Jerry Anderson, Mobile Canteen. So that's that one. And then there's this one. It's another reason why we got this one. It's the Man from U.N.C.L.E. There you go. Huskies, metal base model. There you go. Man from U.N.C.L.E. There's a little Man from U.N.C.L.E. badge on the bottom. Metal base. Got no paint on it. Bonnet is bent. Another one I haven't had before. And no doubt somebody tell me in the comments, Lostin or Luther will probably tell me. What's that in there? Did it have something in it? An older one home. Did it have something in there? What goes in there? Looks like a missile or something. Goes in there. Ah, right, yeah, I gotcha. Look here, there's a spring in there. Yeah, that must be spring. How would that operate then? Maybe the front suspension, or was it that? Yeah, so that's that'll be cool. Glass is okay, just dirty. Bonnet is bent. I'll have to look into the missile on that one. I think the spiders have been living in there for a bit, so that we can evacuate those. The plastic bit around here looks okay. The wheels look okay. Corroded, but they're okay. So I think that'll be a nice little one to do. Yeah. So I'm pleased with that little lot there. It weren't expensive. Not that it matters anyway. So we got that. Put them over there. And then going back, oh, what's that? In here, I bought this Triang Minic. I'll put that up there because I need to put it back in there. I bought this little Triang Minic thing. It's not very big. Let me have a ruler it. There you go. I would say it's roughly about 7 centimetres there, look. Not very big. But it's complete. It's got the front bumpers, the grille. That's a stop-go lever. At the back there is clockwork from underneath here. And there's obviously some sort of that. I'm not sure what that bit does. I think that's either forward or reverse, or that might be the stop go, and that might be. Oh yeah, that's a steering. That's rear wheel steering. Look at that. That's funky, isn't it? That's obviously the steering. Or is it? No, that. I don't know. But it's something to do with the springs, because if you look in there, I love these little things. You know how they work. There's just in there. The metal plate is curved there, and then it's going to hit that spring. So that must be something to do with the spring stop popping out. But yeah, that'll be nice. Just take that apart, clean it up. It's got some real bad scuffs on the roof there though. Clean it up, quick coat of green paint, bit of chrome on the front there, and we're back to normal. Yeah, so I like that. You know me, I buy stuff like that because it's interesting. I like stuff like that. I think this is a Triang as well. This old one here, slightly bigger than that one. Okay, so that's that one there, and then I bought this. Oh, there you go. There's an old battered old bus, old battle bus. I think this will clean up nice. Got a bit of work needed to be done to it. This is a friction drive. which is good. Less to go wrong with it. Pressed steel, got your tabs. There's a lot of panel beating to be done on this, I think, to get this reasonably straight. But mind you, some of these, right, all the roofs all bent in here, if you can see that, like all around there. So we're pushing down on that, or they stood on it, because the back suspension is gone as well. So I think somebody's, if you feel it, it looks like somebody's put a foot on that. Maybe try to scoot it along with a foot lock, you know, like a roller skate. But yeah, this is all chrome up nicely. All this here, all this will shine up really nice when it's done. The window glass is okay, except for that bit there. That and that's broken. But we can replace that. Probably replace this whole side. The front's all there, so that's good. B530 Condor. There you go, Condor. So that will look nice. A nice shelf display piece. Yeah, of a vintage toy. There's nothing on it to say what. Made in Japan. So it might be a Bandai. But it's got the band. It's got the B there. It might be a Bandai. And yeah, B. I would say it's probably a Bandai, but you can see it's been scraped on the ground there. You see that? I reckon somebody's had their foot on that, pushed it to scoot it along, get some speed out of it, but they've knackered it at the bottom. It's all scraped there and all there. Yeah, but we can fix it. So that's that one. So that, to be honest with you, so that'll be switching off now because there's no more die cast or tin plate. But I've been buying some supplies. There is one more thing that I bought, but well, two actually, to the lie. Before we go on to what I bought supply wise, let me get this out of the box here. Let me get it out. Wait one, John. Wait one. Got myself a new toolbox. Nah, not really. It's a Micro Machines toolbox. I can't get any wider than that. Let me get it. Enough of it. Try that. Yeah. Now, a while back, I think maybe 6 months or so ago, I got some Micro Machines and I got them in a bag, and I thought, you know what, got all these Micro Machines, I'll do something with them. And my kids, my youngest, used to like Micro Machines, and we used to get them for Christmas and stuff. So we'll open her up. It's got all the accessories in it, look. I'm not going to get it all out because I'll never get it back in again. Yeah, but I will do a demo on this. It wants a good clean up. It's gone a bit yellow. It's got the bridge, extra bits and pieces there. As you can see, it's all gone a bit yellow, look. Be careful with these stickers though. That's one thing I had to do with my kids at Christmas Eve, was to get that out of the box and put all the stickers on, because kids wouldn't do that. They won't put the stickers on. Can't be asked, can they? So yeah, and these all fold down. So I got that. This is the original microwave. What I'm talking about? Microwave. Get a grip, boy. See what I mean? Getting it back together again is a pain in the arse. This is an original Micro Machines. It should have Grenoble written on it somewhere. Not the later versions. So I'm trying to hold it together. Yeah. Lewis, yeah, it's a Globe. G-A-L-O-O-B. There you go, 1988. These are the ones, if you're going to buy Micro Machines, these are the ones you want. These are the early originals. I think it was Hasbro who made the later ones, or somebody. Right, so that's that one. There you go, that's that one. So that was a good little buy. And the next one, just get it off the floor here. And there again, if you remember a while back, I'm going to open with the camera, hold it in my hand. Remember a while back I had that triangle train, the clockwork train. I said I was going to put it in the garden in the summer, just run around the garden, flower beds and that in the summer. So after saying that, I went on eBay and I found a lot of old track. Look at that. We've got your curves there, and they don't remember I got that turntable and level crossing from Stafford. So we've got all we've got in here. We've got a lot of curves in here, which is always handy. There's a got an old point there with the lever there and there. So we've got points. So we're getting there with it. I think I don't think I'm going to buy too much more of it, because it doesn't necessarily go. I want it to go like a loopy with a cross. They've got a cross over here. Look. So I think I'm not too bothered about it being rusty, because it's not electric. It wants a clean up, admittedly. But it's just a bit of fun. Now life's all about having a bit of fun, isn't it, boys? Eh? Getting old toys out you used to play with when you was kids. You know. Do you think the amount of these things were chucked in the bin when times changed? The packaging was interesting. He's got a book there, look. And there was loads of related pages in the book on that one. Yeah, so right, let me just slide this down again. We have jiggy pokey around a little bit, chaps, I'm afraid. Just bear with me for a second when I get this on the floor where it started. Right, okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, we'll bring that down again now. Okay. Supply time. Now, before we get on to supplies, I've got my stuff muddled up here. I do like my books. I'm getting the nice library together of books. And I've dropped on this one. So I'm just unwrapping it. I got dropped on this one. Trying Toys from 37 to 38. I know it's only a year, but it's interesting reading, because it gives you the story of how Trying started off, which is always good. And there's some good stuff in here. It's going to white out now, isn't it? Look. Get down there. Get out of the way. Yeah, look at them pedal cars. Look. I mean, look at that. Wouldn't I die for a pedal car like that nowadays? Look at them. Gorgeous, aren't they? Trying Airflow. Trying Vauxhall Majestic. Trying Vauxhall Majestic. Two-seater sports cars. The Greyhound. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's beautiful, isn't it? We're not going to the prams. That's the girly bit. We don't want the girly bits, do we? There's more. A little pickup truck there and stuff like this. You don't get, you know what I mean? This was all playing. You had to go out, kids would go out and play with these things, wouldn't they? The early stuff. Yeah, it gives you all the story about the Lyons brothers and how they started. It's really, really interesting. How they started off making rocking horses. That's when it all started off, making rocking horses. Yeah. Yeah, it gives you dolls, prams, pedal cars, and then I find these things fascinating, because also you've got your scooters, you've got your children's stuff, you've even got your prams. We don't know about prams. We're not into prams. Your bicycles, we've all, of a certain age, of a bike similar to this. Rod brakes, if you remember them rod brakes. Hey, flipping heck, no gears. But then you got onto the triang, bigger triang stuff. Here, the Tinplate. Then we got the triang, early triang Minic stuff here. Catalogue. See, I like these because it's good reference. It's a good reference for when you're collecting or you're getting stuff, and you think, well, what is it? What's it called? And you can look in these books and find out. Yeah. Yeah, some great stuff in here. You got there's your Minic sets. You can get sets. You make your own up there. Look at that. You won't see many of them about. That would have been a great toy as a kid, wouldn't it? You got all your casting tops there. You got wheels. You got paint. You got keys. I mean, that would have been a brilliant present if I walk up to one of them. Flipping heck, love it. Now, see that tractor there? I've actually got one here. Where is it? But I haven't got the tracks on it. There you go. Look. Oh, it's whited out now, isn't it? See if I can get it on there. Oh, the tracks are collapsing. Yeah, that tractor there. There you go. That's that one on there. So you can get them, they're about. She's looking for them. Yeah. And they even did like garages and look at that. Look at the artwork. Look at the garages. Look at the fascinating and you know, brilliant. I wouldn't think many of these survive now. They were made out of wood, I would say. And this model is equipped with 2 electric lights and battery, 3 large petrol pumps, 1 large oil cabinet, and the roof sign. 12 and 3/4 foot, just over a foot long. So you got your lights up and everything. Brilliant. That's that racer I did earlier on, if you remember. This one ain't got the canopy on it though. Yeah, so yeah, I love stuff like this. Boats, look at the boats on there if you're into your boats. Speed boats, lots of fun. I mean, lots of toys. I'm skipping a few now. Soldiers, skip a few pages. Rocking horses, wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows. Fascinating stuff, mate. Forts, all sorts. Yeah, I might do a bit more of an in-depth type of look at some of these books, because I have been asked if I want to show some of the books that I've got. Look at these houses. Look, these dolls' houses. Fascinating stuff. And Frog, yeah, Frog was in the triangle. These aircraft, look, Frog aircraft, aerodynamics. Yeah, brings back memories. My man my dad used to make these, and in them days they used dope, and you wouldn't be able to use it nowadays. It'd be highly illegal. And me and the old man, we was probably high as kites. I mean, I wouldn't remember, but yeah, I was doping these things up. And I should imagine a lot of you lads, a lot of you boys watching this can remember doing the old biplanes and the radio control stuff, early stuff, rubber band stuff, and doping it up. Look at all these Triaminics, look at them. Worth a fortune, some of them now. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, there's obviously like a price guide. So rambled on enough about that book. Apologies about that if you got bored. I didn't. You might have done. Right, supplies. I set my missus off on Temu. She likes a bit of Temu, just my missus. And I said, so I want some nozzles. There you go. These are the super glue nozzles that go on the end of your super glue, the long nozzles. I think there's about a 50p, something like that, for this many hundreds. Loads in there, so all my stuff's coming apart here. Yeah, so that was the first one. And then I said to her, I want some sandpaper, wet and dry. So she got me a selection of wet and dry pads. You know, this is like pocket change. this stuff, you know. People moan about Temu, but I never had any problems with them so far. 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, wet and dry, 7,000. You get all that lot for a few quid. Can't go wrong, can you? Can't go wrong. So I'll just put that there for a minute. And then I needed a wet palette. So she said, I've seen this wet palette. She said, on there. Normally I'd do my own wet palette. But I thought, you know what? She's ordering. She had to make the order up. So, get it. Yeah, it's a wet palette. That's when I'm doing me modelling. There's your sponge. You get some cloths and that underneath it. 2 or 3 cloths of your parchment paper and everything else. So, yeah. And that's where you can drain your brushes off and all that sort of malarkey. So really, yeah, paint palette, sponges, pen wash palette, water guide paper, moisturising. You know, for the price they sell this stuff at, it's bloody pocket change, mate. You can't turn it down. I'll sort that out in a minute. I'll sort that out in a minute. Right, and the other thing was, I thought this would be bigger, but it's not. It's the I haven't got one of these. I never have had one. Airbrush cleaning pot. I never had one. And I've seen them about, and I said, get one. I saw the picture, and I said, yeah, get that one. But I didn't realise it was tiny. But it doesn't really matter because, you know, it's glass. That's proper glass. It's got all the bits you need in that bag there. Handles, stuff like that. So yeah. And that wasn't expensive either. About 6 quid, I think, £6 or £7, something like that. It wasn't expensive. So that was my missus' bit of Temu shopping. And I was talking to, I'm rambling on a bit, but I was talking to a good friend of the channel and supporter of the channel, Nigel, Mr. Ford. And he was chatting, and he said he tried these Fun Seal. We both got the Molotov liquid pens, and we was on the phone having a chat, and he said, "I'll try these." So obviously it was Black Friday, so I got them at a discount. And these are marker pens, dual tip chrome markers, 1mm to 5mm, mirror glossy finish, alcohol based. Now, I haven't tried these yet, so I'm thinking if they're going to be any good. That's a fat end, obviously, and that's the thin end. Because if they dry quicker than the Molotov, then we're quids in, aren't we, really? And if they're just as good as a Molotov, we'll have to do a comparison. I'll have to get some plastic bumpers and do a Molotov and do one of these and see and compare. So I think you've got 2 silvers. I think there's a gold. I think this is the gold one. And a bronze one or something. Probably tells you now, I'm just stop looking. Mirror finish, high gloss. Waterproof, quick dry. There you go. Well, anything's worth a shot. You know, you can't go wrong. You've got to try all these things, haven't you? That's what it's all about, is trial and error. Then we can pass on the info. Oh, yeah, look, we've got 2 silver, 1 gold and 1 copper. So they'll be handy, won't they? I think they're about £14 off Amazon, but I've got these for about £8. So if you look at it, Fun Seals. There you go, Fun Seals. If you're interested, that's that one. And then I needed a UV light. I've got my big UV light that I use for when I do my tonkers and that, but I hadn't got a small one because I've got some UV resin, clear hard type. I've had this for a while now, with the intention of repairing windows and doing the headlights that I'm missing on some cars, and I hadn't got a UV light, so I went and bought this off Amazon. I hadn't even got it out of the packaging. That's the first time I got it out. Yeah, so that's what we got here. So that'll be handy. There you go. So that's a good addition to the stock. I'm planning on having a go at that. I've seen Paul Sora do it, but I haven't done it myself yet, because that was my intention, was to do similar to what he's done with his headlights on his. So how did that? Tell you what, these people who pack this stuff in these factories, they must go on a course, because once you've got it out, you can't get the bugger back in. And I got that in all right. Yeah, so I bought this a while ago now. Resin Glory UV. Yeah. Clear and hard type. No shrinking, no yellowing, eye gloss, low odour. Minimum viscosity. So it won't be running all over the place. So that's another interesting project to look forward to when I get time. Okay, so that's all what I've purchased this month, and I got a couple of donations. I'll just get them out here. One of them was from my mate Brian from In Search of the Lost Diecast. Oh dear, he came to Stafford, and he gave me this donation amongst some of the other stuff that I showed you, but I forgot about these. In fact, I left them in Paul's car, and it wasn't until I went up last time. I said to Paul, didn't Brian give me some magazines and some stuff? He said, but I can't bloody find them. He said, well, look at the back of my car then. And that's where they were. He gave me a stack of model engineering magazines. I won't go through them. We've already been through a book, but yeah, give me a stack of these. Interesting reading on a rainy day, or you're stuck in bed or whatever, or you're bored with what's on the telly. So give me a stack of these. So thanks, Brian, for them. And he also gave me this. Tinplate Toys. There you go. That one. And a Fozzie Bear. I like my Fozzie Bear. Fozzie. Yeah. I used to know a guy who worked in a bicycle shop. Well, he owned a bicycle shop, and I used to do a bit of part-time work for him, push bikes and stuff. And his name was Foz, and he had that on his plate, Foz, on his number private plate. So that was that, and he also picked this up for me, which is I'm very grateful for. I haven't got one of these. The XJC V12 coupe. Look at that. It's a beauty, isn't it? Yeah. So there you go, Brian. It wasn't lost. It was in the back of Paul's car. Right. So that's that. That's that one. And then lastly, so I did say I won't keep you too long. I got this little parcel from Sean. And I'll just early access present. Just thanks for the eagle spares. I sent this chap some Sean some eagle spares. Yeah. So he sent me. So thank you, Sean. He sent me there. Look here we got here. Look at that. Easy rider, eat your heart out. It's the Tonka motorbike. Complete. Look at that. Hey. Can't go wrong with that. Drop handlebars. Lovely job. The bulldozer. And this was nice. That's the old crane. Old tow truck. There you go. Some good nick and all. Good glass. Quite white actually. It's not a bad one. This one. Tyres are okay. This one's a clean up. That one. There's that one. And also, this one's in good condition as well actually. And complete. There you go. Now, talking of tonkers, my buddy Luke from Scale Customs has done me some skips for the skip truck. And he's going to bring them down when I go up to Paul's again. They're not original. To me, they're better than the original. They look more like a skip. The other one looks like a bucket on the back of a truck. But, excuse me, these look like skips and they fit nicely because I gave him the skip and the truck to work his magic on, and he did. So I'm grateful for that, Luke. And I'll pick them up on the 13th. Right. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this week. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. This is not an hour long one, this one. But I'd just like to say thanks everybody for watching and continue to watch my videos. I'm just knocking the camera out. It's much appreciated. And thanks for all your comments that I get and I read. And so sometimes I get late and answer them, but I do answer them in the end. Get there in the end. Things get in the way, busy, work, stuff like this. So, right. Next thing. There will be an announcement, probably. I don't feel like doing it today because I'm not up to it. But it'll be a short. It's nothing detrimental, nothing bad. It's all good. It's all good moving forward. Okay, so there'll be a bit of an announcement coming up. Probably next Wednesday. All right. What are we doing? Be happy. Hopefully you'll be lucky. And we'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.